Travis Kelce reveals he and Taylor Swift never fight, exclusive relationship details.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not lying. Travis, shall we ask you the same questions?
Well, it's only been 2.5 years, and you're right. I haven't gotten in an argument.
Yeah. All right.
Never once.
Welcome to PopPlug. Let's get plugged in.
Let's get plugged in.
Because today we're diving into a love story so smooth, so unbothered, and so unbelievably drama-free that even Hollywood legends are comparing notes. And if you thought Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift were already the definition of a power couple, just wait until you hear the exclusive relationship details Travis himself revealed. The man didn't just drop a cute story or two, he opened the door to what might be one of the calmest, healthiest, and most unexpectedly peaceful celebrity relationships we've ever seen. And trust me, the more you hear, the more you'll want to know, because this new chapter in their love story has people whispering one very big word: wedding. It all started on the latest episode of New Heights, where Travis sat across from none other than George Clooney. Now, Clooney and his wife Amal have been known for having one of the most drama-free marriages in Hollywood. George has said it before: they don't fight. Not even a little.
There's got to be some little something that makes you mad.
Nope. Nothing. I'm not mad at anything. I got a brilliant, beautiful wife. I got 2 knuckleheads for kids.
And when Travis brought that up again, things took a turn nobody saw coming. Because George Clooney didn't just confirm the rumor, he challenged Travis right back. When Travis asked if it was true that George and Amal had never argued, Clooney replied, "No, I'm not lying. Travis, shall we ask you the same question?" And that's the moment Travis Kelce, Super Bowl champion, global celebrity, and fiance to Taylor Swift, cracked up and admitted something that sent social media into a meltdown. "Well, it's only been 2.5 years, he said. And you're right. I haven't gotten into an argument. Never once. Never once. Not a single fight. Not even a small one. And suddenly, the internet went wild. Not fighting at all? Is that even possible? And more importantly, is it healthy?" But before anyone could get too confused, Clooney added his own perspective. He said there's simply no point in fighting when you already know neither person will win. He explained that he loves Amal so deeply, respects her so genuinely, that he can't imagine what they would even fight about. And it turns out Travis feels something pretty similar. Because right after George explained his reasoning, Travis said, "There we go."
Honestly, neither of us are going to win the argument, so why get in it?
There we go.
Jason Kelce, who shares 4 daughters with his wife of 7 years, Kylie Kelce, seemed genuinely curious after hearing that answer. He leaned in and asked the Ocean's 11 star what the real secret is to a marriage without arguments. That's when George Clooney decided to share some of his golden advice.
Dude, I'm 64 years old. What am I going to argue about at this point? I'm like,
Yeah.
I've met this incredible woman that, she's beautiful and smart, and she stands for all the most important things that I believe in the world.
And sure, people might joke that Travis is still in his romantic honeymoon era, but the story doesn't stop there. On the podcast, he only talked about avoiding arguments. But in another interview, he opened up even more. That's where he talked about how lucky he feels. He said he gets to support Taylor in everything she does, and he loves every second of it.
Listen, I'm just enjoying life. I'm living it to the fullest, and I'm enjoying it. I got no complaints.
And when you hear the way he talks about her, you can tell he means it. Travis Kelce sounds like a man who is not just in love, but genuinely grateful. Add that to Taylor calling his early moves metal as hell, and you've got a couple that walked into love laughing, cheering, and saying yes to everything that came their way. They started out with jokes about friendship bracelets, and now they're sharing a home, families, careers, and yes, wedding plans. And before we get deeper into the relationship details he revealed leading up to the wedding, it's worth noting that experts actually weighed in on what it means to never fight. Relationship therapist Dr. R.G. Allen Wilson says that while avoiding conflict can be a red flag for some couples, it all depends on how disagreements are handled. She says not fighting isn't necessarily the gold standard fair fighting is, but she also explains that every couple finds their own rhythm. And for Travis and Taylor, their rhythm seems to be communication, understanding, and total respect. And honestly, watching the way they support each other, it makes sense. Take Travis, for example. He's been courtside, backstage, in the crowd, living his best life during the Eras Tour. And Taylor? She's been at Kansas City games, losing her voice cheering for him and wearing that iconic red puffer jacket that basically broke the internet. They don't just show up. They show up loudly, proudly, and with so much joy that fans can feel it. Travis even talked about learning from Taylor's creative process. He said, she's so amazing at what she does, and to find that creativity, to see where she likes to pull things from, and just really how she listens to music, it's very eye-opening to me. He said, hearing her take on music is fun. Fun. Not intimidating, not overwhelming, just fun. Meanwhile, Taylor has said the same thing about him. On BBC Radio 2, she shared that Travis is passionate about his job, and that passion connects them. She said he never gets upset about her career or her success, and that might be the quiet secret behind their peaceful relationship. They understand each other's worlds. They understand the pressure, the scrutiny, the exhaustion, and the unbelievable highs. They see each other as equals. Travis even said in GQ that Taylor might not consider herself an athlete, but he sees the work she puts into performing and it blows him away. He talked about watching her prepare, how much she pushes her body, how much she gives to her fans. He said he's seen athletes train at the highest level, and Taylor's work ethic is right up there with them. And when two people respect each other that much, arguments just don't have room to grow. And as Travis and Taylor move closer to their wedding day, the details they've shared paint a picture of two people who are deeply aligned. Travis said planning has been fun, but also surprisingly emotional. Friends say he's more invested than anyone expected. Sources close to the couple say Travis has been opening up about the smaller, softer moments, like how he wants their vows to reflect their inside jokes, how he wants the reception to feel like a big family dinner, and how he wants the night to be something they remember privately, even if the world sees the photos later. He's talked about being nervous in a good way, excited in an even better way, and grateful in every way possible.
It's just been an amazing experience, getting to know Ted.
And through all of this, he keeps emphasizing the same theme: peace, calm, mutual respect. That's why when Clooney asked him if he'd ever fought with Taylor, he didn't even hesitate. The answer was immediate, natural, honest. Never once. And maybe that's not because they're avoiding conflict. Maybe it's because they genuinely don't want to hurt each other. When you're that committed, arguments look different. Disagreements become conversations. Misunderstandings become clarifications. They're not pretending to be perfect. They're choosing to be partners. And that leads us to the biggest detail of all. Travis has been sharing intimate insights leading up to the wedding because he wants people to understand that his relationship with Taylor is the calmest part of his life. Between football, fame, cameras, and the constant schedule, Taylor is his safe place, his home, his anchor, and Taylor feels the same. That's why fans will get to see more of their dynamic in Taylor's End of an Era 6 docuseries coming to Disney Plus on December 12th. Travis appears throughout, bringing what one producer called a lot of happiness. You can expect to see the trust between them, the comfort, and the quiet support that's kept their relationship so steady.
Travis Kelce, he brings a lot of happiness.
And if there's one thing we've learned from all these new details, it's that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift aren't trying to prove anything. They're not trying to impress anyone. They're not performing a relationship for the public. They're just living it softly, proudly, and without unnecessary battles. Because when you know you found your person, you're not out here keeping score. You're building a life. And with a wedding on the horizon, with families blending, careers soaring, and love looking easy for once, it's clear why Travis Kelce is walking around saying, I got no complaints. Because when Taylor Swift is your partner, your teammate, your best friend, and your future, what is there to fight about? That's the story. That's the reveal. And that's why this couple continues to captivate the world. Follow PopPlug to stay plugged in.